What's up, boys? Today I'm going to show you the fastest way to get your entire workbench to level 2 and your Scrappy up to level 5 right after your first expedition. It's actually pretty simple once you know what to focus on, so let's jump straight into it. Alright, let's start with the gunsmith. I usually upgrade this one first because it's the easiest to level up. So let's break down what you're going to need. The first thing is rusted tools. These are super easy to find. You'll get them from most of the breachable boxes you come across during your runs. Just make sure you're checking every one you see, and you'll stack these up pretty fast. The second thing you're going to need is mechanical components. These are super easy because you can actually craft them yourself. Just grab some metal during your raids, bring it back, and craft however many you need. As long as you're looting metal consistently, this one shouldn't slow you down at all. And the third and final thing you'll need is wasp drivers. You already know how to get these. You just have to take down wasps. Personally, I like farming wasps and hornets at the blue gate, but you can choose whatever map you prefer for that. I'm not going to go too deep into how to take them down since they're pretty easy to deal with anyway. Alright, now that that's done, let's switch over to the gear bench. First up, power cables. These are super easy to farm. I personally like grabbing them at the Spaceport Department building, but honestly, you can find them pretty much everywhere. Just keep looting consistently and you'll stack them up in no time. Electrical components. You can craft these yourself too, just like the mechanical components. But if you don't want to spend your resources, you can actually find them at the same building. Head to the medical room and check those big containers. They spawn there pretty often, so it's a solid farming spot. And for the Hornet drivers, it's basically the same deal as the Wasp drivers. Like I said earlier, just farm Hornets and you'll get them naturally. Nothing complicated here. Just run your usual spots and you'll stack them up over time. Alright, now let's switch over to the utility station. The first thing you're going to need is damaged heat sinks. And honestly, same story again. The Spaceport Departure building is stacked with them. If you do a couple solid runs there and loot properly, you'll get more than enough pretty fast. Electrical components, I already said about. Snitch scanners, same as Hornets and Wasps, just destroy snitches. Alright, now the refiner is a bit harder to level up compared to the others. The best spot I found for toasters is the village on the Blue Gate map. Just go house to house and loot everything. You can usually grab all three in a single run if you're thorough. For the arc motion core, all you need to do is look for arc probes. You don't even have to kill any arcs to get it. Just grab the probes and you're good to go. For the fireball burners, the best map to farm them is Stella Montis. There's a bunch of them in the medical wing. One thing to keep in mind, if you're in a PvE lobby, this spot is perfect. But in PvP lobbies, it tends to be a hot zone, so be careful. Alright, now we're moving on to the medical lab. The first thing you'll need is cracked bioscanners. You can find these in any medical room. They're usually either on the beds or inside the boxes in the same room. Just make sure to check everything and you'll stack them up. I like to grab them in the medical wing on Stella Montis. If you decide to farm them here too, don't forget to pick up tick pods while you're at it. The rooms are full of them. Just keep an eye on the ceiling or listen for that buzzing sound and you'll find them easily. As for durable cloth, you'll find it pretty much everywhere in those rooms as well. Just keep an eye out while looting and you'll pick up a good stack without having to go out of your way. Alright, now let's move on to the explosive station. First up, you'll need synthesized fuel. If you're feeling lazy, you can actually buy it from traders using seeds. But if you don't want to waste any seeds, follow me. There's a really easy spot to farm it. Head to the Stella Montis lobby, second floor. This room is stacked with it, so you can grab a good amount in no time. Same goes for pop triggers. You'll find them all over Stella Montis. They're super easy to destroy and even easier to pick up. And for crude explosives, I usually just craft them myself. They're cheap to make, so it's honestly the easiest way to get a stack. Alright boys, by now you should have your full workbench at level 2, so let's hop over to Scrappy. At level 1, it's only going to ask for a dog collar. It's a bit tricky to find. I found mine at this exact spot on Spaceport Departure building. Now that we have it on level 2, it's asking for 3 lemons and 3 apricots, which I will show you where to find now. Right here near the olive grove on Blue Gate, check under the trees. The lemons are usually right below them. If you don't see any, try interacting with the trees to shake them down. Same trick works for apricots too, so make sure to grab both. And there it is! Now, at Scrappy Level 3, it's going to ask for prickly pears, olives, and a cat bed. Let's start with the prickly pears. Most players will tell you to head to the dam battlegrounds and search under the cactuses. But I've got an easier way. Just go to the Bird City event in the Buried City. You'll find them much faster there, and it's way less hassle than hunting through the battlegrounds. For the olives, just head back to the same spot on Blue Gate I showed you earlier. You'll find them right under the olive trees. As for the cat bed, the best drop rate is in the red containers, so make sure to check every one you come across. They pop up pretty much anywhere, and it's the fastest way to grab them. And finally, for the last level up, Scrappy is going to ask for mushrooms, apricots, and a very comfortable pillow. We've already covered where to get the apricots, so let's jump straight into mushrooms and the comfortable pillows. So for the mushrooms, there's a spot on Spaceport where you get guaranteed 3 mushrooms. But before we go there, what you want to do is only make looting MK1 and a couple adrenalines so you can run. Point of this is to pick up mushrooms, put them in safe pocket, and surrender so you waste minimal time. Now, just to be clear, you don't have to bring any arguments. You have safe pocket without any. I just like to bring it in case I decide to loot something in the way so I can carry more. Now that we have that, you want to go to this specific spot here. Once you here, come to this rotten tree right here. And as you can see, 3 mushrooms, as I said.
Get the mushrooms?
Yep.
Okay.
For the apricots, just do the same thing as before at the Blue Gate. Pillows I find most difficult to find. From everything I showed, it took me a couple runs to get 3. But all I can say is, keep opening everything, and eventually you will find them. So that's about it, guys. We covered everything. Your workbench should now be level 2, and Scrappy should be level 5. In the next video, we'll cover how to upgrade the workbench to level 3, which is a bit more complicated. So, enjoy the game, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.